Gucci Mane said that Eminem is not the king of rap.
He's not lying.
He's not lying.
He's not lying. Eminem is not the king of rap.
Is he a king of rap?
He's most definitely a king of wordplay. I think rap is subjective to the individual. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people in this world that don't relate to Eminem. A lot. Like a lot.
I remember when I first got on Eminem, this was like 97, let's say, before Dre found him when he dropped the Slim Shady EP.
Yeah.
And I had like a D-boy homie who I used to just hang out with, like, you know, throughout the week. And I remember we were in his car, and I popped that in. I popped in the CD, and he's like, "Man, hood motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with this. Like, it's cool, but nah, the hood ain't gonna fuck with this." And this is before Dre found him.
Yeah.
You know, it's a powerful hood cosign when Dre says,
right.
Yes, this is something I'm fucking with. Everyone at least looks at it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what he said back then. And, you know, you got people like Lord Jamar who say they still don't fuck with Eminem. They weren't bumping Eminem at, like, you know, his height.
The black community, like, I don't mean the black community. I mean, like, the super urban community. Mm-hmm. Like, I think we like Eminem, and I'll say this because I'm an Eminem fan, so I can speak from a fan perspective. So in the comments, don't judge me as an artist hating on the artist. I'm speaking from my fan perspective. We like Eminem for his wordplay. We like that he's able to put words together like no other, and I'll give him that. Like, as far as the way he put words together, the way he make things rhyme, syllables and stuff like that, he's the best with that, or one of the best with that, right? But as far as like actual content matters, nah, I don't think.
That is true, because I mean, I think in the beginning he had some interesting content, like Stan. I think was an interesting song, and
but
you know, some of the stuff about his
mother.
That's
the thing, right? Whenever Eminem tries to go very content based, the world doesn't fuck with it, like, because he already built his world on what they like from him. Like, I think what was that? Rival? What was his last album? Revival. I think Revival was his best album. I
think it was best album in the last like 10 years.
I think, like, I'm talking about
the early albums.
Content.
I think were a little better.
I'm talking about from like what he actually had to say in the project. Like, you know, he dropped Kamikaze, everybody jumped back. Eminem's back, but it was a bunch of nothing, gibberish. Flip flobical, flip topological, flip snobicals. It was a bunch of gibberish, bro.
Do that again.
Flip snobical, flip tip cobicals. Right? It was a bunch of gibberish. But everybody was like, yo, Eminem's back. We've been waiting for this. He's back.
Okay.
He's murdering rappers. He's back, right? But just white boy, black boy. You feel me? Like, Eminem, Rival, he was trying to tell the world something, and they wasn't trying to hear it. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem actually responded to, you know, my interviews with Lord Jamar.
What'd he say?
Oh, you don't remember that part?
No.
He said, hold on a second.
Oh, no, he did, in the song.
Yeah.
In the song.
He said, Lord Jamar, you better leave my ass alone. Talk about the house of hip hop. You know, He said, you know, I'll go into the house you own.
Yeah.
Because Lord Jamar said that white people are guests in the house of hip hop.
I'm gonna take that. I fuck with Lord Jamar is my G, but I don't believe that. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change his whole perspective. First of all, in the general, black people, we need to stop saying that hip hop is our culture, because it's not. Hip hop is not ours. Nothing about hip hop is ours. Absolutely nothing. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not ours. For one, the clothes that we wear, we didn't create none of these motherfuckers. We didn't make jeans. We didn't make none of these shits. We didn't create none of this shit. The fucking language that we speak, it ain't ours. The internet, none of this shit is ours. All this shit is little tools that was sprinkled to us, give it to us. None of this ain't our culture, bro. Our culture, we're gonna take our ass back to the homeland and getting these woods or getting these pyramids or motherfucking some other shit. This ain't our culture. None of this is our culture. The fuck is hip hop? You mean tell me niggas are dancing on cardboard boxes and that's ours? That's what we spray paint walls and dancing? Fuck all that shit. Our culture is somewhere back in the homeland. This ain't ours. None of this shit ours. Niggas, yo, nigga, we rock Gucci and swag. Like this, right? You looking at this, you like, yo, that's like a nice hip hop look. Nigga, who the fuck is Dickies?
Well,
this ain't ours.
To be fair, at one point, you know, most rappers, and this didn't go for an extremely long time, but most rappers were wearing Karl Kani,
Yeah.
you know, and FUBU and stuff like that. Karl Kani, I think, was the one that I think really probably had the longest run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Tupac was wearing it, Biggie was wearing it, and you know, actually wearing the shit like it was alongside the Gucci and stuff like
but
that.
Like when you,
But you know, these days you don't really see any major black designers that people fuck with.
Gucci.
I mean, I guess
who is Gucci? Who is Gucci? Who is Louis Vuitton? Who
right.
is these
Well, I guess
people,
Off-White.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know, Off-White is black owned, and people fuck with that. It's actually the biggest brand in the world right now. But then again, you know, it's also partnered with Nike and Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. But he has his own brand that people fuck with as well.
Yo, man, none of this shit is ours. I don't see no nigga with jeans on the pyramids.
Okay.
I don't see no niggas and no tribal niggas with jeans on. I don't see no tribal niggas with platinum. I don't see, none of that shit is ours. We want a culture, we gotta go back to our own roots, bro. None of this shit is ours, bro. This shit was all given to us, all of it. Especially hip hop. Think about Red Monkeys, Evisos, all this shit. All the shit we rocked over the years and we claimed as our swag. These niggas gave us the idea of swag.
Here's what's interesting. Off-White, which was owned by Virgil Abloh, was actually started in Italy in 2012.
Exactly.
I never
Thank
knew
you.
this.
That's why I smacked
In Milan.
This is
It
why I
actually-
said, Vlad, all this shit, bro. This is all.
Is Virgil Italian? Hold on a second. I had no idea.
Vlad, this ain't our culture, Vlad. Yeah, but you know what's even more fucked up about this? How much of a booby trap this shit is that if you actually stepped in the hip hop world and wore something tribal or something that really pertains to our real culture, somebody but look at this nigga wearing that African ass shit.
X-Clan did that back in the day.
In the hip hop community, you look like a dummy if you wear a dashiki or some shit. Dog, it's wild how they. Dog, it's a setup, bro.
It's interesting also, like how people kind of talk shit about J. Cole and his look. Like, oh, J. Cole looks homeless. Which to me, I'm like, nah, he's an artist. He's got dreads. He's got like a Bob Marley thing kind of going
not
on.
Our culture, and they want us to wear the shit that they want us to wear because it helps them, and it's promotion to all their pockets and all that extra shit. So when you look natural, they already got they got the mass minds. When you look natural, that ain't natural no more. Dress like the rest of these rappers that we promote. So no, bro, this ain't our culture. None of this shit is our culture.